Hey guys. No. Hey guys. No, that's hay. That's hay. That's straw. And those are butts. Anyway, why am I in such a chipper mood? Well, today's been a really great day. It's really nice. It's just gorgeous day. Sun's starting to go down, sort of. It's about 6-ish, I don't know. And wow, what a day. It started, oh, hey chickens. Hi chickens. Hi Eeyore. You looking at your chickens? Hi chickens. Hi Eeyore. Okay, so enough of the chickens. This is not a chicken channel, it's a horsey channel. So anyway, it started at about 6 o'clock this morning and I had so much work to do. I had to go pick up a rental truck because that guy and I don't know if you can see him, that guy, these guys had to go to the vet and it's Lexi, get out of there. She's over by the chicken coop. Get out of there. Good girl. So they had to go to the vet. It's time for their rabies shots and their Coggins. So not that we can go anywhere because of silly restrictions, but got to get them anyway. That way when we have all the restrictions lifted, they're ready and we can go travel. So that's leftover alfalfa. That's not him. No, it's not you. But today was very informative with Dr. Castro and the Davie County Large Animal Hospital. And first we went and picked up the truck 10 o'clock in the morning, something like that. And then I got home and fed these guys really quick, gave them a quick brush down so they were at least a little presentable. Yeah. And then we went to the veterinarian. Now, my day started at 6. The veterinarian, the pickup the truck was at 10. The veterinarian was at 1. And it takes 45 minutes for those two to eat and then another 15 minutes to load them. But they loaded perfectly. Now this guy here, he hasn't been out in a trailer, I don't know, 6 months, 7 months, something like that. And I thought I heard something in the woods. And he loaded right, please, right, easy peasy, just no hesitations. Usually he'll just kind of hang out and look around and sniff for a minute. And then he'll decide to walk in. Not today, he just walked right in. It's like, oh, we're going for a ride. And then I went out and got him, and he did the same thing. Walked right through the barn. Lots of stuff going on. Crazy. Hold on a second. Eeyore? Eeyore, would you like to eat those chickens? I don't know if you guys can see. His eyes are darting back and forth. I know, you want to eat those chickens and they are teasing you. That's funny. Okay, so back to the guys. Yeah, so we went to the vet, had no problems driving there. Everything was fine, hunky-dory. We got there, I put them in the holding pens and they were perfectly fine. They were amazing. So then we did him first. There was a new vet tech there. She was an intern. She was an intern, I think. And you know, we talked about him for a little bit. But when we got in, he weighs a little over 1,600 pounds. And I taped him at 15. So 1,600 pounds. Yay, love it. And so he had to get his Coggins and his rabies shots because he's got another shot that's, I got a 4-way that I'm going to give to him next week. And so Dr. Castro noticed that in one of his eye he had what looked like cataracts. Well, we had him seen by a specialist who said that he had uveitis. He does not have uveitis. He has cataracts. So yeah, so his lens is completely, you know, whatever they do with cataracts, and he can't see much more than a shadow out of that side. So he took some pictures of his eye, and we're going to keep an eye on it. and do maybe some budgeting and see if we can get cataract surgery for him if it gets really, really bad, if he gets painful. But at least it's not uveitis, and at least it's not, well, we were told it was uveitis, but he says it could be cataracts. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Maybe the uveitis caused a cataract. I don't know. But I know you can have surgery on cataracts, but he's okay. A little bit of bute helps him, and he can see really well out of that other eye, which he's now, yes, using right now to watch me, because he can only see movement out of that side. Yeah. What are you making a funny face? So, but he did really well, and he stepped on the scale, and it was like 1660 something or 1620 something, or I don't remember. But then he got off and took his temperature, and everything was fine. He's happy, healthy horse. So then we bring this guy out. Now, the last time that he got his shots, he didn't do very well. He was afraid of the needle and just didn't want anything to do with it. I'm gonna switch hands, guys. Ugh, my other arm is starting to fall asleep, and it's hard to hold the camera. Okay. So yeah, he didn't really like the needle, but this time he stood really super quiet because he gets acupuncture. Well, usually he got one every week, and then he went to every 3 weeks, and then he went to it every month, and now he's actually on every 6 weeks, so he'll go back in 6 more weeks. But he was just super quiet. He let him draw his blood for his Coggins, and he gave him a rabies shot, no problem, which is good because he gets another shot. And Dr. Castro really liked his coat, thought it was really good looking, and that he looks like he's slicked out. Not bad for a Cushing's horse, but you know, his coat's nice and shiny and looks real good. So then we went and weighed him, and when we weighed him last month, he was 1162. This month he is 12 and change, I think. So for a Cushing's horse who can't keep weight on and who's a skinny mini, well, he looks pretty darn good if you ask me. Right? Right. So that was one thing that was really good about him. Then, because the other day I was out here and he started stomping his foot, so I stopped him and I went to touch where he was biting at, and his foot like shot out, almost kicked me in the head. Not on purpose, obviously, but I was like, huh, that's weird. Let's see if I can do it again. Maybe it's a fluke. So I went and I touched it again. Again, the foot came back out, almost got kicked in the head. Stupid me didn't think about going on the other side and reaching behind him, like on that side. So when he kicked out, it wouldn't kick me in the head. But I'm alive, so I'm okay. So I told this to Dr. Castro. I said, this is where I touched. This is where he's been biting, and this is where I touched. Maybe we can reproduce it. And he's like, well, we'll give it a shot. So he took his acupuncture pointer thing for his pressure points and poked him. Not very hard, but just kind of poked him on the back of the heel, like right between the heel bulbs. And there goes that foot, and it starts to go in a spaz. I have never seen a vet so happy to have something like that happen. And he's like, huh, okay, let's try that again. And he did it again, and he spasmed out. Not as bad as usual, but it still happened. So that's twice we've been able to recreate, finally, what's been going on with that guy. So you could just see all the cogs in his brain going. He says, excuse me, hold on. And he went into his office real quick, and he came back, and he goes, I know what it is, and we know how to fix it. Black and white, it is without a doubt a neurological problem, and when it comes to acupuncture, it's on the kidney meridian. Now, I haven't done any research on it yet, so I don't really know what that means, but that's what he said. So we added a couple extra little points, yeah, and I'll put in a couple of the pictures at the very end, but we added some acupuncture points, and yeah, he responded really, really well with it. I mean, he was falling asleep. His head was like hanging way low. He was doing amazing. So after everything was done, Mr. Cry-A-Lot here, we put him back in the trailer. They loaded up just fine. They stood quiet in the trailer. It was amazing. No pawing, no crying, no kicking. Well, they don't kick anyway, but there was no powering, no anxiety. Um, and I went in and I paid. We made the other appointment. I came home and they came out. Perfect. It was a great day. So how can I top a day after talking to you for 10 minutes? How can I top that off? I have another update for you. Gracie Mae. Remember Gracie Mae? All my other videos all about Gracie, his little girlfriend. Well, remember on my other videos, one of my other videos, I said I have a surprise for you about it. Gracie Mae has been resold to somebody else in North Carolina who was looking for a new horse, or a horse, a first horse. And this will actually be her second. She's doing the same thing as I did when we bought Jack. So we bought Jack and Jarvis at the same time. They were our first horses, but we bought them together. And when you sell a horse at an auction or sell a horse at all, anywhere, you have sold that horse. That horse is no longer yours. You can remain and have ties with the person who bought them, and hopefully you're kind of like keeping in touch and all that stuff, but normally you don't. You know, you sold the horse, it's not your horse anymore. You have no pull over its care. A lot of people tend to reach out and they find it and then they realize that it's been misbehaved or it's been resold or whatever. Well, this is the same case. I don't know how this woman found out that Gracie was being sold or how she found out about me, but she confided in me about Gracie, sent me some pictures and everything. I think he's done, he just farted. And she sent me some pictures of her. And like I said, not my horse. I didn't know. I knew where she was, but I didn't. She was promised to be cared for, and she wasn't. So let's just put it that way. So, change your mind? So, today, they went to go get her. And when she was here with me, she'd always run away in the pasture. She didn't want to get caught. Well, she is now the husband's horse, and Gracie was always good with my husband, always. So I think maybe she was traumatized by women. I don't know, but you know, I'm humanizing the horse. But he went out into the pasture with her, got her up, loaded right into the trailer. Off you go, 10 minutes, lickety split, in and out. Love it, awesome. I am so happy. I cannot tell you how happy I am, you guys. It's amazing. I mean, I am so thrilled that Gracie finally has what I wanted for her all along, which was a permanent home where she'd be cared for, loved on, snuggled with, and not made to work, not made to be a broodmare, not to be done with anything. I'm so happy. So yeah, that was the day. It was a beautiful day. I can't say anything else more about it except that maybe I need some supper. And the state is still closed, so I can't take myself out to dinner. So these guys are going to finish up their dinner, and I just wanted to share with you guys how much of an awesome day it was today, and hope you guys had an awesome day and enjoy your weekends. I know mine's going to be very, very busy, and you guys, we'll see you next time. Summerfield Farm and Draft Horses.
I got you now. I'm gonna take care of you now, okay? Be ready, huh? All right, here we go.